seeing Jeff Malone during the time that he worked for the SEC?